Hello and happy Saturday. So this is our first Saturday that we have off for our Chinese New Year holiday. Um, so I was kind of flipping through some of my videos that I've taken from some of my classes, and I found this one. Um, Now, if you're in the Facebook page, you've probably already seen this. I've already shared this once. I haven't actually made an official video of it. I just shared it for my class. However, I thought I would kind of put it together so that it's out there in more of a broader platform for other teachers to kind of look at and see as well. So this particularly has to do with the split screen. Like I said in a previous video, my goal is to kind of put together a whole bunch of these videos so that you can plan, prepare, and be ready for winter camps and spring camps and all these other classes that are coming. So this is just extra. So this is something particularly that I do with the split screen functions. Now, here's a little backstory on why I started it like this. So my my students, and the students in this class in particularly, they didn't really like the split screen functions that well. They didn't like that they couldn't work together. They kind of worked really well with one another, and the split screen kind of took that away. So when I first introduced the split screen to them, we always do the first activity together kind of on the teacher's page before we split the screen. This was actually taken way after I had introduced the split screen, and this is something that I put together after the fact. So basically, this is a sort of competitive group, so they needed something to kind of give them an incentive, and that's they want to draw. I let them draw on the screen, but I only allow them to draw on the screen after they have completed the activity. Now, one of the boys in this video, in particularly, previously, he wouldn't do any of the split screen functions. The other kids would just kind of do it and be done with it, and they wouldn't want anything to do with it next time. But this boy in particularly, he wouldn't do anything. And it kind of was hard for that engagement. He was a newer student. He really struggled. He kind of tapped out. He taps out all the time in a screen, so he's kind of in a blank screen because he's doing something else. But this brought him back to class. So he's in a class. He has 3 girls in class, and he actually has to work a little bit harder with these girls to keep up with them. Well, I started this activity, so they have to do the activity, then they get to draw, and then they get to show their work to the class. And the show your work part is what they really want. They want this show your work part. So let's kind of stop here. We're going to take a look at the video, and then we'll resume. All right? See you in a sec.
Yeah!
Okay, so let's see. Now it's your turn. On your mark. Get set.
Go!
Let's go. Okay, if you do it, you can draw. Good.
What?
You can draw. You can draw.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Almost. Very good, Fiona. You can draw.
I'm okay too.
Andy, good job. You can draw. Lisa, good job. You can draw. Anna, shelves. Good job. Shower. Yes. Rug. Anna, you're good. You can draw.
I draw a teacher.
You draw a teacher? Okay. Okay, now 10 seconds. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Time's up.
Finish.
Okay, so who wants to show first? Shoo, Fiona.
Me.
Very good. Okay, next.
It's ice cream.
Andy. Very good. And Anna. Okay, good job. Okay, so as you can see, that really helped with that engagement. All of the students were fully engaged with the lesson. They were prepared, they were ready, they were moving through the content, and they were excited about moving through the content. They happened again and again and again, and it doesn't matter how many times we have the split screen now. Like, it's like, teacher, teacher, can I draw? Can I draw? So I have all of them now. They're at this point. They want to draw. They want to do this activity because it's something that they can show. And the pictures, generally, they're only just stick people just doing some interesting things. Andy's was kind of doing some dance. Lisa's is always kind of doing this, I don't even know what to call it, thing. But they find it interesting. Sometimes they'll draw the little stick people, and they're actually interacting with the material. Um, so I hope this kind of gives you a little insight onto something you could do for your split screens if you find that your students maybe are a little bit more drawn back from it, and you just kind of want to amp up that engagement a little bit. Now, to kind of push that forward and how I got it started, I would say, okay, if you do the activity, you can draw. And I started this by I was going into their screen after they finished, and I was drawing with them. And they thought this was really cool. And they thought that, oh, I can draw. Well, the boy, he would actually start drawing without actually doing the activity. Now, something you can do in the material is you can actually pop into the student's screen, and you can look and see what they're doing. You can also clear the material so that it kind of refreshes their screen again. And I'll kind of show you the button that I mean. So right here, if you use this little button here, you can pop into just their screen. You can draw on their screen. You can clear the screen just like you would in the teacher's page. This way that students who are, maybe they're not getting it, you can go in, reset it, and just give them a fresh start to try over. Well, he would go in and draw, and I would go in and say, Andy, do the activity, then you draw. And it finally clicked, and he did the activity. Extra praise for Andy. And then he figured out that he could draw, he could participate in class, and he is now more engaged than he ever was when he entered my class. All right, so I hope this was helpful. I hope you can use this in your class, and as always, thank you and happy teaching. Goodbye.